Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain some access to some really cool emotes. If you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, like this one, we do have open slots available. All you have to do is go to our Patreon, sign up at one of the low tiers, get in a one-on-one with me, and make sure that the slot will be a good, suitable fit for you before you actually lock into paying for the entire session. I think that'll be all of my shameless self-promoting. Let's get into the action. Alrighty. Sinclair, tell us what happened last session.
So last session, we had landed in the swamps outside of the port city here in Marquette, and we followed Marble's lead into town. We met his mother, gave her the crock meat. We asked her if she had a waystone for navigating around the deserts to make travel a little bit safer and more straightforward, because with desert sandstorms, paths can get blown over and you can lose your way really quickly in the desert, and that's never a good thing. She did have one. We bought it off of her, and then she asked us, since Marbles had been talking with her, she asked us to deal with her neighbor, Dick, and his legendary gator that keeps mutilating and killing people. So me and Baruska looked at each other and went, yeah, we can deal with a gator. And so the plan was set. Argan and Fordrum would place the bets after we got signed up. And before the fight, Argan would grant Gift of Alacrity to us so our initiative is better and give us a chance of re-rolling. Fordrum enhanced one of my weapon attacks to deal extra cold damage. And we went into the fight. The gator did not do much at all as far as damage to me, but it did make me have to use my defensive cooldowns that I have available as a pseudo tank in the party. I have temporary hit pulls and shields and things like that to help mitigate the damage I take. Broska, on the other hand, just raged and went ham. The legendary gator, Thousand Teeth, got poisoned, causing him to have disadvantage on all his attacks. And we proceeded to beat the living ever daylights out of it. And with a quick swipe of my katana, freshly sharpened, I sliced off the tail of the gator, killing Thousand Teeth. Ruska stole a tooth that had been embedded into his gut, and then yeeted the tail out of the arena before anyone saw. And we got our payments for that job. The assistant to the Dick gave us some extra teeth, and then we went out into the swamp and gathered the tail. Yes, assistant to the regional manager.
I've been rewatching Office. It's so good.
We spoke to a member of the Signin court who was placing bets and was interested in hiring us for
Singorn
court. He said he had an airship in town, that we couldn't miss it. And we said, sure, we'll see you tomorrow. We had Marbles come out to the swamp to see the tail. He cut it, We took the meat off the bone so that Mama could have the gator meat and eat great on Thousand Teeth for quite a while. He taught Fordrum a new method called peat. What was it? Peat bog.
Peat bog tanning.
Peat bog tanning, where you place it over bubbling crag out in the swamps, and it tans the leather rather quickly from the steam and heat from the water and muck. We tanned the leather from the tail, and he made the tail bone into a whip for me. Since lizard folk have that unique ability of, if it dies, we can make something from its hide. We got a few rations for the road, and the next morning we went to go see this airship. Upon looking up in the sky, we saw the airship, at which point I noticed something from my past. The sigil on the side of the ship was that of a let me see if I got it written down. It is a broomstone. It's used in emergency situations to propulse facilities up into the air to make traversing during times of conflict easier for facilities. It might be even what powered the facilities that landed in Islecross. And since it is from old enough era that it is possible. So this kind of technology does spark the interest of Argon and Fordrum, who are both looking at it, and our benefactor on the boat said, "Are you going to gawk at my ship, or are you going to get on board?" So we all got on board, and he's like, "I need y'all to do a mission for me out in the desert, and I can drop y'all off at the city out in the desert. Once it's done." Argon introduced himself, and the guys immediately started backpedaling, going, "I don't think this would be appropriate for you and your family to get involved." And Argon's like, "If Mother doesn't know, Mother doesn't have to find out." And hearing this and understanding what Argon meant, the guy is like, "Okay," and explained that a rift similar to the one that happened in my era was causing entities to come from another plane into this one, and was causing trouble, and they wanted to research it so that they can close it, but they needed someone to go and deal with the creatures that were coming from it. So we agreed, and he said he would pay us, and we are on the airship for the next 2 weeks as we travel across the desert towards this rift.
As you all have gained access to a flying machine, this beautiful vessel that stretches up into the sky with ease and begins sailing over the horizon, going above the tree lines, above many of the clouds, we begin on the second day of your journey. Everybody, there is 2 weeks of downtime. Also, welcome, Fordrum. If there is anything you would like to do that you already have access to on the ship, you may do so.
Fordrum?
So we'll start with one person at a time.
Fordrum, can you take this gator hide and make a portable hull?
No.
With the help of Argon?
Oh. Maybe? Argon, do you know the spell to make this into a portable hole?
Guess that entirely depends upon what spell we need to do that.
You need a 3rd level spell slot.
Well, that I've got.
That is arcane in nature. And the necessary time to put the enchantment onto it. With rudimentary understanding of spells such as conjuration. Do you have any 3rd level conjuration spells or
I have, I believe, a 6th level. Oh no, that's necromancy. Just a second.
Is Flock of Familiars third?
That's a
Close,
second. That's
close.
2nd level.
animate handbag, you know? Just
That's evocation. Oh yeah, well yeah, I have teleport and teleport circle.
I have Dimension
go.
Door.
So yes. So I will gladly give up the 3rd level spell slot as many days as necessary. Every other spell slot. Well, that's not true. I shouldn't say every other. I shouldn't burn them all. I'll burn a couple of spell slots every day on fly so that I can study the stones as much as possible underneath the bottom of the ship.
Oh, okay. And fly is 10 minutes.
I believe so, yes.
So that's 10 minutes of research. If you want to get a dent into the research, you need at least 1 hour with them every day.
Okay.
I could just lower you on the rope of climbing.
6.
Well, the rope of climbing doesn't arc around the bow of a ship. Also, he would be like flinging in the back, just like that.
How fast does this ship go?
It's gonna make a lot of
That's a
good time.
Good question.
The reason
it has a base movement of 120.
That's what I was gonna say.
Round.
Just FYI, fly doesn't work either. You're like if you ever throw a moth out of your car, you know, it just kind of goes ah. So.
Oh yeah, if it's that fast, then I guess it won't work.
Spider climb actually might work for you.
I don't have spider climb.
You have really spiky shoes you can stab into the ship?
Oh,
Why,
well,
we do.
Actually.
There you go.
Otherwise, I have polymorph.
That
Polymorph
also
into
could work.
a bug of some sort that can
Yeah,
climb.
but then you lose your own intelligence when you polymorph.
Damn wizards can't do everything efficiently.
Let's see here. That's
Alter Self.
I say you
I don't have
polymorph
that.
into a lemur because they're smarter than humans anyway, and
But
should be able to
Do
hold.
lemurs stick to walls? I mean, I guess you could throw them at one hard enough.
A lemur would find
Yeah.
a way.
Just pretend there's fruit on it. So I will move to here. Is this a mast that's right in front of? Well,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the mast stretches
Perfect.
up about 15 feet. Right now, the sail of the mast is collapsed in on itself, so it's just the mast.
beautiful. So do you see this whole big look down into the bottom of the ship area? That's a really good space to measure and also dry out an alligator thing. So I'm literally
Okay.
going to use the squares on that with some pitons and clips to hold it in place and work on my bag of, what am I making again?
Portable hull.
Yeah, so I just got to make literally like a big circular. It's a hole, right? I just got to make something that looks like a doorway, flat on the bottom and round on the top, or do you want it to be just round?
it should be a flat circle, basically.
Okay.
It is a fine,
You're really
black cloth,
challenging his
all
artistic
leather,
process here.
soft as silk, is folded up to the dimensions of a handkerchief. It unfolds into a circular sheet 6 feet in diameter.
So when I get that description, I look up and go, there's no fucking way. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can make this alligator hide soft as silk and fold up in from a 6 foot circle into a handkerchief. I think we have the wrong materials that we're working with for this. I mean, look, and I hold up the, inch thick hide. I can try and flay off some of this, but but I don't think it's going to end up like we're hoping for. Ours might be a portable sack.
Well, that works too. I don't mind it not being a handkerchief. I could put a bag on my back. It'd be just like a soldier carrying his luggage on his shoulder.
Do you want to make a portable
Whole, but
sack?
it's a sack.
Now, that'll still limit the size of things that you can put in there, because the portable hole, you can put things up to 6 feet in diameter in there.
Well, okay, so we could make it. All right, so then this is what I'm going to do.
Could you use this rope of climbing as like a drawstring? And
No.
Wrap it around the edge?
No, yes, but that's far harder than what I was going to do. I'm literally going to make a backpack that is a frame pack that has sides that goes like this. So you take the hole, fold it in half, fold it in half, fold it in half, and you have a pie shape when you're done. And this thing, the point goes by your head, the thing goes by your butt, and the backpack goes click, click. Done.
So it's an It's an
unfoldable hole.
All right, Forgeum, you're the master craftsman here. Argon's just got to put the magic in it. Argon, it is 8 hours a day of you applying your magic into it, while Forgeum is working the leather to be the proper object. Okay, so that's 8 hours of your downtime a day.
Okay.
You cool with
Yeah,
that?
that's fine.
With Fordrin's assistance, it should only take about 2 weeks for you all to create this. So, Fordrum, I need a leatherworking check utilizing wisdom.
Assist him
I suck at
as
these.
I'm helping him hold the
Are you
leather.
proficient in leatherworking?
I used to be a lizard folk.
That does not make you
Okay.
proficient in leatherworking.
Can I
this
guidance
is-
myself? I'm kidding. Here we go.
Your concentration is on doing this.
The only thing I have close is disguises and things like that.
This is a specific task to accomplish. It's very specific.
There.
All right.
It's a circle, and it's thin enough and pliable enough that it can fold up to be the size of your back. Now I've made a little pack, and it turns out that I was wrong. We have to do the pointy side down, otherwise, gravity will it's harder to hold on to. We do it wide side up. The thing closes. Simple.
Argon, I need an Arcana check from you to utilize the shape that he provided for
Okay.
you and mold it into a unfolding hole.
Well done.
21 hits it. So at the end of your 2-week journey, you will have this object, but we're not skipping ahead just yet.
And I'm going to include a little piece of the winter wolf fur at the top of the harness of the holder, so that as Sinclair, if he ever just leans his head back, he's got a nice little winter wolf pillow right there.
Oh,
If he ever lays on it, the whole
that'll make
thing.
short rest so nice.
Yep.
Custom magic items, y'all. Alrighty. Now, your first day of travel. You've already spoken with your benefactor a handful of times, but you haven't gained that much information from them quite yet. Dinner is held in the hall of the ship, where they are serving a hearty stew, large emphasis on the fresh vegetables inside of it. The broth is lightly seasoned with salt, pepper, paprika, some other spicy seasoning in there as well that catches a couple of you off guard, Broska and Argon. Actually, Fortune, where you come from, you don't have traditionally spicy food, do you? No.
No.
So that would catch you off guard. Sinclair's the only one not caught off guard. Ooh, spicy.
Just drink more.
I don't need an excuse to drink more.
Right. But this is a perfectly good excuse in case they ever need one.
Ooh, good point.
So, Valessa will be sitting there, eating their bowl, slowly slurping, watching you all. You know, I have to admit, none of you are asking me nearly as many questions as I thought you would.
I only have the one, but I figured I'd wait.
Well, I assume we had some time, so I am curious upon you said this happens every roughly 1,000 years or so.
Yep.
By our best observations, yes.
Is this is it always the same plane, or is it different planes every time?
Different.
Correct.
In
they
my
have this-
era, it was fiends coming through, but that's been at least 2 cycles.
Did they
I have
leave
no
an
idea what
instruction
the last cycle was.
Did they leave an instruction manual for how to fix it?
No. The errors back when all of the last ones transpired, most of their records were destroyed or not well kept. Only secret societies seem to have them nowadays.
So was the last one before or after the cataclysm?
After, not very far. It opened up into a pit. We believe it was abyssal in nature. Very catastrophic for many individuals. Many creatures banished there as punishment and death filtering through. Luckily, the rift was closed very quickly, but we're not sure why or who did it. Does not seem to be associated with any written knowledges we currently hold.
I know when it came to my era, the rift caused a great war to happen in the Empire here. Different sides of the shoguns, protectorates, were making deals with these fiendish creatures and selling their souls as I pull out the soul coin for power. And when I perished, it was when I slayed one of my fellow comrades who had sold his soul. And I hope to bring it to his family so that they can do lasting rites. At least some of his descendants have to be around somewhere.
So, well, you slayed someone who sold their soul and then subsequently sold your own?
No, when I died, unfortunately, the curse he put upon me threw me off course into the river Styx. And when I was found, I was mangled and I was taken to the prison in Stygia. And so I rested there, and in order to escape Stygia, I had to work on behalf of Levistus. Now that I'm out, I don't have to work for him anymore. Thanks to the Raven Queen's priestess. She helped break the bindings of the river Styx and free the souls that were stuck inside me. That's why when I say I am older than you, Courtier Kinsey, I mean it, but I'm out of time. While I am technically age-wise younger than you, era-wise I am older than you. I'm just out of sync in time.
Oh. That is very strange happenstance that you have.
Hey,
Well-
Argon, do portable holes extend to just different planes or different times? I only
there-
say this because I feel like maybe there's a warning here for Sinclair. Don't step in your portable hole.
portable holes are generally connected to demiplanes,
Okay.
which
Okay.
are completely isolated from everything else and are
Oh.
kind of their own construct in the middle of. They
Yeah,
don't really link to any other specific place.
and because my memory got fragmented by being in the River Styx, I have no idea how long I was in there or how long I was in Stygia. All I know is when I came to your homeland, Fordrum,
Hmm.
2 centuries have passed.
2 centuries had passed since when?
Since I have first perished.
2 centuries is a lot different than 2,000 years, which is what you've been saying.
It's about 2,000.
A century is 100 years. So 2 centuries.
Millennium.
Oh, sorry, millennium.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure.
200 years ago was not that long
Yeah,
ago. This
I
elf would
keep
definitely
forgetting.
be
I keep
older.
forgetting the difference between century and millennia.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I just wanted to make sure that we were all the same thing. So
that's the reason why when I see things from that era, if it has any common threads with what happened in our time, I can recall it versus like normal, common, everyday knowledge. Thankfully, the priestess helped me in that, and the people who fleeced me for money.
So you admit you were mugged.
I admit that I lost a lot of money at church. I'm still not sure why.
religions need donations.
Yes, they do.
So have they always? So Coutier, have they always opened here in Marquette, or was the fact that this one in 2,000 years ago just happened to be coincidence?
There's always been a few locations that seem to be more static, not precise in where they open or connect, but relative in nature. One such place, at least as far as our history has been able to yield us, has been inside of the Marquesian deserts. 3 millennia of activity has been consistent there, though the relative location seems to shift and alter. A very weird phenomenon, I must say. Another one has been in the Storm Point Mountains. Along that range, for some reason, usually harbors a great deal of interaction.
Where-
We've been able to discern only one other location where it consistently transpires, and that would be the Shattered Teeth.
Where are those on the map?
So, Marquesian Desert,
Mhm.
Storm Point Mountain Range.
Okay.
It goes north, and then the Shattered Teeth.
Ah. That's a cool island chain.
It is a inhospitable location that no one has been able to venture forth into and come out of alive. So yes, very cool.
That's what they said about Isocross.
No, Isocross is unlikely for you to come back. We have no idea what happens to anybody who goes out there.
Ah,
They do not come back.
All right, so
But these 3 locations seem to be fairly consistent in their nature. I have reason to believe the one happening here in the Marquesian Desert is connected to elementals. So we may have a surging of elemental activity these coming years.
So you said it was linked to the plane of dreams, though, correct?
The way it works, our plane filters into a other plane of existence that then filters its connection to the others. Every time these openings occur, we directly connect to the plane of dreams, where anything that dreams or slumbers sends its consciousness to. They are able to filter through the plane of dreams and come through these such portals. Now, the nightmares of the plane of dreams are a concern of mine, of course, but I believe elementals, for some reason, are becoming more active in the plane of dreams.
A particular type of elemental or just elementals in general?
There's been increased activity among the water variety and the air variety in particular.
Well, we've been dealing with an air one for a while.
I wonder if that's that big spilling bowl we keep seeing.
Sorry?
Well, we've met one of the elemental archons. He was frozen in his shell of ice, and his sister is roaming about, and she is the archon of lightning.
What's an Archon?
I believe her
Yes,
name.
I too would like to know what an archon is.
I was just asking you to be polite. You don't have to actually. I mean,
I want to hear him say it in his own words.
From what I can tell,
the
it's a big
archons
booming voice.
are
can I be an Archon?
once mortal individuals that have gained some sort of power from another plane, I'm guessing the elemental plane, and have become a conduit of them. And they are usually kept in stasis, because if they get out of balance, they can tend to lead to cataclysmic events. The one we met was, I believe, Tugha? Or was it Jawaha? No, it was Albard. That's right. Albard was the one we met, and the sister is Harish. They both come from Marquette, but Albard lives in stasis far, far from here, on a different continent. The sanctum protects that seal that keeps him in check.
That's very useful information for my research, I must say.
Now, I can tell you that Harish has been stirring a lot of trouble over in the eastern continents.
Could it be that these archons are calling out to the other planes?
It's possible. I know they make deals with individuals, so it could be an individual asking for them to call out. The only reason why we know that is one of our former companions owed money to a nobleman, and Harish was sent to apprehend him and collect.
Well, this is all wonderful information that you have given me. I have to consider it very carefully. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As for this portal, do all of you have access to means of flight by any chance?
I can jump good.
something a little stronger than that.
Oh,
Burrow is
well,
about the
maybe.
bulk I can do.
I can give everyone flight for at least a period of time. Fordrum's got his own methods.
Got it.
Than that.
Otherwise, I could basically pump a little extra power into a fly spell and affect more than just myself if necessary.
We don't know the exact location of this portal. It may be high, and it may be low. We are hoping it is closer to the ground, much easier for me to conduct my research, but if it is higher up in the air, we are going to luckily have this ship for me to conduct my research, but anything filtering out, you all would be responsible for handling. Away from the ship, preferably.
As long as we have a means of flying about, I don't see why me and Bruska can't take on a creature for you. Especially with the support from Fordrum and Argon.
That is the reason I am paying you.
So you basically need us to keep everything at bay until you can complete your research and close it?
Correct.
Do you have any idea how long that's going to take you?
Hopefully under an hour.
Okay.
I feel like we could do that.
1 hour of fighting creatures shouldn't be that problemsome.
Nah.
I think that entirely depends upon the creature, but
Or how many, but, if we need to, we can pull them away and, keep them from getting towards the ship and, just lead them away from the boat so you can do your research.
It is our best estimate that around 95% of all sentient beings have the intelligence relative that of a cat.
Cats are really good hunters.
But they're also easily distracted by a flashing light.
Yeah,
Unless
that would be me.
so you're suggesting bait and distract is really what you're suggesting.
A bait and distract, and if something among the other 5% of sentient creatures come through, then you need to battle.
What if they're nice?
Parlay.
That works. Arkin, what's parlay?
Negotiate.
I
Talk
can tell you
to.
this much: if they do want to talk to us, the last, from what you said, the Abyssal one made deals and took souls and things like that.
Try not to sell your soul.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was necessary for me to express.
Yeah, when you
They will look Braska dead in the eyes. Try not to sell your soul if you can help.
Yeah.
Generally,
Yeah.
elementals have a little less desire for souls than demons do. So I wouldn't be super concerned about
I
that.
don't even know where mine is to sell it.
Then
Good.
you'll have no problem keeping it safe.
Okay.
If you can't find it, they can't find it.
Well, yes.
I know the object you have on the side of your boat or your airship is called a broomstone. It's from my era. You said you bought the airship from a dealer.
Yes.
Uh,
A private seller.
do you know where we might be able to contact this private sailor? I would love to know what happened to my people.
The seller who sold me this one is a relatively private individual who does not really like to be in the open eye, mostly for the benefit of many of the individuals that buy from them. Though I personally try not to be very, how do I say this? Nefarious in my dealings. I respect the confidentiality individuals usually like to have.
I can understand that as well.
However, if you all do a good job, and there's reason for me to believe that you are exceptional at keeping your word and not expressing anything, he says while looking directly at Argon, then I may be able to set up a parlay.
That would be appreciated.
I'm fabulous at secrets.
That is what we are hoping for.
Yeah, because as long as Mother doesn't know, Mother won't beat the living crap out of you.
And he just looks at Fordrum, who's been shaking his head.
I'm good with secret.
Yeah, you just beat anyone up that tries to get them to him.
That too.
Yes, I have a contact who is very good at securing artifacts, trinkets, and unique objects of inquiry, like airships. I believe that should be everything to discuss.
Yeah.
Any other questions from all of you?
If we're done asking about the mission at hand, then I have a couple of questions left over.
Please.
So I've never been on a boat before. Where is the brig? And is it true I can just toss people in there?
No, you may not toss any. We have a captain, okay? And their entire responsibility is to make sure the crew works very efficiently and that nobody gets out of hand. There is a brig downstairs. You do not need to concern yourself with it, and admittedly, if the captain tells you to get in the brig, I would appreciate if you don't kill them and just go into the brig.
Is there a cot in the brig?
Yes, of course.
Come on, Brosko, you can throw me into the cot in the brig.
Yeah.
Are you? This is just. You put your bowls down on the table and.
It's best to just let him go.
All right, Braska, give me an athletics check to yeet a dwarf.
I get to make a dwarf tossing check.
Yep.
17. Were you raging before?
No.
Okay.
I use
Having
my
too much
boots.
You
fun.
lift him.
I use my boots of flying so that it really works perfectly,
Okay.
and I can slow myself down a little bit right before I impact.
Very nicely done. Too much joy for rage. Joyful rage. I played a barbarian who was like that. Yeah. That was fun. But yes, you lift up the dwarf, throw him over there, who glides down and slams into the side of it.
Wee!
Good boys.
Want to do it again?
Yeah.
Come on, back up a couple steps. That was weak.
I feel like this is just going to be the rest of our night.
Alrighty. So,
Wait.
back to the downtime.
We grab
Yeah.
a whole keg of ale before we go down and do more of this.
Smart man.
Hmm.
Now there's two. Braska and Sinclair, is there anything the two of you would like to work on while you are traveling for 2 weeks?
Aside from also finding the crow's nest, I'm good.
I'd probably just go around the boat and clean everything with the cleansing stone. Just make it sparkle like it's brand new.
That's it?
Unless he wants to discuss more about these elemental archons, I don't see any point to bother him. I do know that we know of someone from Singorn, but we don't have the business card anymore, do we? I don't know if we got it or if he took it with him.
You're gonna have to.
Uh,
Who?
the other lizard had found it and showed it to us.
the one he swiped from Hedge is what he's talking about.
Oh, you want to reveal that one to him? That belonged to a specific family. Which family was that again? Del Ross?
Oh, now you're gonna make me look it up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Come on, Sinclair. You're the one bringing it up. Have the information ready. Come on.
No, I just don't know if we still have the business card. That's the thing. I know he handed it to Argon at one point. I don't know if Argon kept it. But he kept the planar
Vasar.
key until we sold it.
Vasar was the
Yep.
one. I animated the corpse of a Singor named Lucindian Zepp once, but I don't really feel the need to share that information.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. See, sometimes I don't talk. So,
Very good. So, you bring up this information. I believe I know this family. They do a lot of deals in trading of magical goods and items. Why?
Mm,
I'm not really sure it's relevant.
well,
We ran
we
ran
still
into
are
a
looking for those documents that were swiped. We never did procure them.
we have no idea if they are in any way related. He had a card with their name, but the guy was a well-known person who had access to a lot of people. So
He
there's
was also working on behalf of a very bad person, so
yeah, but we also don't know that had anything to do with it either.
they had a business arrangement with one Hedge, the Slayer's take.
I am familiar with Hedge and his work. Very predominant individual.
He's dead.
Though I believe he... Well, thank you for putting it so brashly, but yes, he perished.
And I think it's time for us to go to bed. Because I know where this conversation's going.
But the business card was on him, his property, and well, we wanted to just find out what kind of people they were and, possibly let them know that he met his end and, we know that Hedge at one point had procured some documents from his family and they would like to procure them back.
I'm sorry, but all of this information seems to have literally nothing to do with me on my job.
Yeah.
That would be true.
I don't know much about your court system, so that's kind of why I was wondering.
His problem, their concern. If it is not handed down directly to me, that is all I deal with. The concerns I am given are of very great importance and for specific reasons, as they are specifically given to me based off of my expertise. All other jobs and tasks should be delegated more appropriately to individuals that have expertise associated with that. It is one of the reasons Singon is so efficient in what we do.
Who in the Sigorn court would we talk to about possibly trying to find these stolen documents of legendary equipment?
You hear from the brig, naked ant.
There's a great many individuals on the Singun court that would have concerns in that manner. However, if it is of a concern for them, I am positive that they are aware of it.
Yeah, we're just trying to reacquire the documents that were stolen so they could be rightfully returned to the sanctum for safekeeping.
I wish you the best of luck with that.
Okay.
That is the nice way of saying that is not my problem, by the way.
I was just wondering if it was going to be a problem if we went to go speak with that family in regards to reacquiring it.
You are welcome to speak to any family about any cause. Just be aware that that family in particular, if you are looking to accuse them of anything, you better come proper with proof. Preferably from a court as well.
Understood. That is what I was looking for.
So,
Because we never reacquired those things, so I want to keep that a promise to Mama Hedge, or Grandmother Hedge.
The Dust family, but the
Yes.
the dust.
yeah, we've kind of finished that obligation, but
We
Okay.
never did reacquire the documents. is
no,
the
but
thing.
we reacquired Hedge, and that was what they really wanted. The documents were secondary to finding out Hedge and what was going on with Hedge. But regardless, I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Cotier, thank you very much for the evening and the information. We will be around if there's anything else anything else you need from us, or anything else you feel we should know. Otherwise, we await the arrival and performing the duties that we've agreed to do.
Very good.
He said, "Night, Vanessa."
Good night. He walks away.
Thump, crunch. Uh-oh. I'll fix it, don't worry.
So, Broska, is there anything you would like to do for the 2-week journey you are committing to?
On a boat? Nah, not much. I got my sightseeing out of the way.
Yep, you saw the bird.
Yeah. That was all I really had.
Not all as much as the books made it up to be. Or sorry, books. Maybe books? Books?
Maybe books. Possible books.
Maybe books.
More likely
Okay,
oral
so
storytelling.
possibility of books. Okay, there you go. And how about you, Sinclair? Anything for the 2 weeks?
Are there any like flying creatures that fly while we are flying?
Oh, so you want to keep watch during the 2 weeks? Thank you.
Well, the reason why I was saying it was we could always tie a rope to the end of Broska's glaive and shock put it at a bird.
It's like fly fishing, but fly.
You're
fishing.
trying to harpoon. You're trying to harpoon fish in air with a glaive.
Yes.
I am
I'm really
I am
impressed
right
if
there
Broska
with
can
you.
do it.
Okay.
Give me a rope and one
Question
of my
is not-
javelins.
The question is how well. So, Sinclair, perception check, and please roleplay bringing this idea up to Broska. That sounds fucking hilarious.
So first things first, I'm gonna roll with my advantage for recap. A 17.
Okay.
Hey
As-
Broska,
Yeah?
you know how we're stuck on this boat like we were stuck at church?
Yeah, it's boring.
What if we fly fished? We could take all this rope that's just laying about, tie it to the end of your glaive, secure it properly, maybe get Fortune to make sure it's secured properly.
As you say this, Broska just starts slowly leading upwards and just gets this bewildered look of just like, yes, say more, say more, say more.
And if we spot something while flying, and it's within the range that you can shock put, we could try to harpoon us some good dinner and a good
Say
kill.
less. I am in.
I'm gonna preemptively go up and apologize to the captain. I'm not stopping anything, but
I'm already trying to tie a rope around one of my javelins.
I'm also going to do something to your javelin. I'm just gonna. I am going. What do you think? Lightning or fire, Roska?
Ooh, let's go with lightning.
All right. Elemental weapon at fourth level.
I'm just talking to the rock, the Father Stone, thinking to myself, I'm gonna need to heal somebody before this day's over.
Okay. On a 17, the two of you wait there for multiple hours, waiting for something interesting to happen.
Yeah, I'm just up in the crow's nest, pointing it out if I see anything.
And as you are waiting for hours and hours, you see a large passing flock of these parrots that have reptilian features to them.
I just point. Food?
Do I know what kind of
Nature check.
Okay.
Can I make one too?
Sure. Looks edible.
All right.
It's got scales and feathers.
I'm already throwing it.
Cool. Give me an attack roll with your harpoon.
You get a +1.
The
Ooh,
17.
17. You
Oh, that shouldn't be raised.
yeet your javelin out there, which flies through and skewers a couple of these creatures in the air as you start pulling the rope back very, very quickly. This was a harpoon or a javelin, correct?
Correct.
Okay. As it is dragged all the way back to you, and you lift the javelin up, you see at the end this tip. There's about 3 of these parrot-like creatures that have almost iguana-esque looking features to it. Has the large talons, but a very reptilian body and like a very long sagging tongue, and the tail is reptilian as well, swooping around. It's very strange combination of creature.
Hey, Argon,
yeah.
can you come up here and tell us what these things are? We just bagged and tagged something cool and weird.
You got a low lead on him, sure.
I can.
The rest of the flock goes rocking off. That is a freshly hatched wormling.
Oh God. Forger, pack up whatever you're doing and get prepped. They did exactly what I said not to do.
Oh, yeah. That sounds exactly like us.
What is it?
It's a baby worm dragon. It's a wormling.
You have the 3 of them on your skewer right now,
Oh,
Nebraska and
neat.
Sinclair. Just
Shut
Are
up,
they
you.
still alive?
I'm gonna punch the one that's making noise.
No, wait, no.
And it's dead. It had 1 hit point left.
Oh, he didn't actually use the cold damage or the lightning damage,
That's true.
but it's a D4.
Oh, never mind. They're dead. The other ones are brocking away.
I'm immediately casting 2 spells on myself because I know something's going to happen. So I'm just gonna put up mage armor and fortune's favor on myself.
Is it interesting though that was a flock of wormlings?
Yeah,
They don't normally fly together, do they?
I don't know things. I just feel like
Are-
dragons are normally just one at a time. Well, unless they're. Oh, never mind.
Proficient in Draconic?
I am.
Draconic?
I am.
Okay.
Was.
Those of you proficient in Draconic, roll me history check. Let's see what you know about Draconic.
I'm proficient in nature. Does that do anything?
Sure, roll me a nature check instead. That'll apply. Jesus Christ. Hey, all 3 of you. Some breeds of dragons, they have large nestings of eggs that hatch and then send outwards to different locations. Most of the time, larger birds of prey will kill them before they mature, which is why they have a large quantity. But that also means you're close to where they recently hatched, as in the last probably several hours.
What color is it?
Red.
Of course. Since I got rid of the AoEs other than Fireball and Wall of Fire, which are going to be super useful in this fight. Oh God, I have nothing. I have no fire damaging spells that are not fire. I just want you guys to know that.
Oh, if you need be, I can. Are they resistant or immune?
You're proficient in the language. Immune.
Yeah.
At that age, immune.
Yeah.
Well, old enough to have these worms.
Okay.
Oh, so it shows the right damage for the spear. Cool.
Yeah.
Fordrum,
Uh-huh.
you might want to warn the captain.
I
We're
don't
in
want to say a
dragon
word
territory?
to the captain, but okay.
Just tell
Wow.
them we're in dragon territory.
I
Or-
go to the captain and I say, hey, the guys thought it would be fun to do a little hunting for something special to eat, but apparently they slayed a wormling. Well, 3 of them. But 1 throw.
I'm not paid enough for this shit. And as he says that, you all hear somewhere off in the distance a very loud. Immediately, the temperature
probably unrelated.
nearest to all of you begins intensifying as you look over the side of the ship, and to your right, there's this massive ball of fire that impacts the side of the ship and sends it shooting to the side very, very quickly. I would like all of you to please roll me initiative. Fordrum, what is your dexterity?
14.
Puts you above the dragon.
Wait, you just
It rolled well.
You didn't roll
No,
well?
I said it rolled well.
Rolled okay. So, as this happens, you all watch this large ball of fire erupts and shatters against the side of the vessel, immediately sending rays of fire across the edges and raising the temperature up here in this heightened atmosphere incredibly highly, and the ship takes a little bit of damage. There we go. At the top of the ship, you should be able to see a tip point bar. If the ship goes down, you die.
I don't like that.
Or you have to waste your resources to not die. Alrighty, Sinclair, you're up first. You look over off the side and you see this monstrous creature 90 feet away, quickly keeping up with the ship itself, flying and zooming through the air and looking very intensely pissed off as you are currently observing the shaft of the javelin that has 3 of its babies on it. What would you like to do?
You said 90 feet away?
It is 90 feet away from you. At the close. Or, yeah, 90 feet away.
Which way? Left or right? Oh, there he is. Oh. Trying to see if there's actually anything I can do at this range. 60. I will just mark him and hold my action till he gets within 60 feet.
Okay, so you mark him, which is a range of 30 feet, I assume.
Yeah, it's curse.
Alrighty, and what held action are you keeping?
We'll do my ray of sickness.
Alrighty. Boardroom, you're up next.
Well, at 90 feet, I don't have much I can do. But if it gets to 60 feet, I will cast Banishment on it.
Alrighty. Its turn. It did not recharge its breath attack. Oh, I do have to edit the sheet before this. Pisses me off again. Always roll Whisper. Never, ever roll Whisper. Ever. The creature quickly descends down below the hull of the ship. Fordrum, you would have had to have moved closer to be able to, like, keep sight of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just moved you over. I need you and Sinclair to roll me a perception check as the creature is diving down and swooping up towards the vessel. 26 is going to be high enough. 23 will be high enough. It swoops downwards and looks to be making an arcing strike upwards towards one of the large fins on the side of the ship, keeping it moving in a straight and narrow. And Sinclair, your spell goes off first.
Ray of sickness.
Oh yeah, that'll hit it.
Con save.
Holy cow. Double ones.
Well, I can tell you this. He's poisoned.
He is in fact poisoned.
Which means all his
the
attacks...
DC was only 15. Alright, and what was the damage he takes? 24?
Yeah.
Alrighty, and he is now poisoned.
He has
Gives
disadvantage.
him disadvantage on all of his abilities.
And attacks.
And attacks. As he is swooping up and you see his maul is about to make a swipe against the edge of the ship, Forge, and right before he gets his first attack on it, vanished.
Yep.
What is that, charisma save?
Charisma, yeah.
Yep.
Charisma.
22.
Damn charismatic.
You cast the spell trying to push your own force of will over top of it, but this creature's innate presence seems to be more shattering than your current demands of itself when trying to push it away.
Bummer.
It will unleash 3 attacks. The bite attack, wait, you'll move a little bit closer, is going to be at you, Sinclair, at disadvantage. 18.
18 will hit.
That is 19 piercing damage and 7 fire damage.
I'm resistant to fire. So you said...
That's good. Only 4 fire damage.
You said 17 or 19?
19 piercing, 4 fire. In total.
23.
Next 2 attacks are going after the ship itself. Claw at disadvantage. Hits. And tail at disadvantage. 16 will just barely miss the ship. Woo! Good thing you gave it fucking disadvantage. As the claws strike into some of the large wings on the side of the vessel, you see it starting to rip them apart. However, its tail does not find any strong purchases as it is looking relatively fatigued and tired right now. That is its turn. Braska,
All right, I'm gonna just start throwing javelins at this thing.
go for it.
So first one's gonna be the one that's got its babies on it. Actually, no, it flew within
It's
my
a-
range. That should
yeah.
be the 24. Yeah.
And it's actually
That's
plus
24.
1 because it's a magical weapon right now.
It looks at you, horrified.
And it takes an additional 3 lightning damage.
Well.
And then
It
here
is
comes
magical.
javelins.
Yeah.
Too. No.
14 misses, needless to say. Oh my goodness.
At least I stabbed it with its
That is the-
babies.
End of your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, I'd like to rage. Bonus action.
Oh, fair enough, Hey, Ryder. Alrighty. Argon, your go.
All right, we'll do the hand.
Argon's
I
hand.
think I have that template somewhere.
I hope so.
Spell
Yeah.
templates. Oh, there it is. And then I will. I guess I'll attempt to grapple it.
Its hit points are your hit points. correct?
Yes, I believe so. Oh no, it has an AC of 20 and hit points equal to mine, which is 93.
Cool. Alrighty, so have your hand attempt to grapple. You macroed everything up.
Yeah, I have it. I just gotta find it in here.
Alright. Forceful hand says the push. Make a melee spell attack. Nope. Clench fist is punch.
Where is it?
Grasping hand attempts a huge
Oh.
or smaller creature. Luckily, it's huge. Within 5 feet of it, you use the hand strength score to resolve the grapple. So it's an opposed athletics then.
Where is my? Oh, there it is.
He has disadvantage on this one.
16.
What was? Oh, it's grasping hand, right? Yeah. I just don't do the. I
Yep.
just don't do the damage this turn.
Ooh.
You do the damage on a bonus action.
Yeah, which I can't do on the turn that I called it.
The hand comes into existence, grabbing the creature by the neck and shoving it away from the vessel, very slightly.
It's more about the fact that its move is 0. So, and that is my turn.
Alrighty, Sinclair.
Yeah, we're gonna whip it. Whip it good. He's within 10 feet. I pull out my new hex blade whip and crack it.
Go for it.
It's grappled. Does that mean anything for attacks?
No. Its movement speed is 0.
Okay.
That is all. It's literally the only benefit. To
Yeah.
grapple.
Okay.
But I mean, hey, pretty good benefit
Right.
when the creature is stuck in one place and you're
Yeah,
flying.
it's handy right now.
Yeah, get it? I see what you did there. It's handy.
We're going to.
Puns, the sign of a true intellect.
We're gonna do
Supposedly.
lightning lure whip.
Go for it.
So DC 18 dex save
Strength save.
or strength save. Yes. Okay.
Your lightning wraps around the creature that just snaps its neck to the side and breaks it off. Ooh, okay, yeah. As a strong boy. That was your action? Bonus action?
Okay. Bonus action. I don't really have any bonuses right now. He's already cursed. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Fordrum.
I'm going to cast Protection from Energy Fire on the ship.
Oh, yeah. You grasp your hands together. Fordrum, I need you to roll me a D100 when you do this.
Okay. Oh,
5. You plant your hands firmly onto the vessel and your spell attaches to it, but you feel a pull downwards towards the ground that's very strange inside of you. That's usually not what your magic feels like.
right.
But your spell went off.
Towards the ground.
The Father Stone's dragging you down.
I know. Do I get my movement still?
Yeah, you can move.
And the dragon is 10 feet away from us?
It's 10 feet away from the ship being held by the hand. You're 10 feet away from it on the side.
All right. I leap on the dragon.
So you're just...
2 or 3 steps.
I need an athletics check from you.
I can fly, so I'm not so super worried about.
Oh, well, there's a difference between I fly to the dragon and I leap.
Oh no,
over
this is
and
a
grab
leap.
onto
I'm
the
gonna
flank.
fly when I miss.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So there. 15 for athletic.
That doesn't miss. You leap outwards. You grab onto the left wing, holding on with your hands and pulling yourself up.
I'm gonna
towards it.
try and climb towards the back.
Alrighty. Wait. The dragon, which is stuck in the one location, lifts its mouth upwards, where you all see this large beam of fire begins convulsing.
I'm gonna try and shunt it if it looks like it's taking a deep breath.
Please roll temporal shunt because this is using an ability. It is not making an
Okay.
attack.
Oh, that may be.
Yeah.
Let me roll it.
Temporal shunt might have one weakness.
Attack roll or cast a spell.
This is
All
not a
right,
spell or
then
an
it does
attack
not
roll.
work.
You all see this large, intense heat growing in its mouth as it aims it directly at the middle of the ship here. Uh-oh. I would like all of you to give me dexterity saving throws other than Fordrum, including your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
The second one is the hand.
Righty. Fordrum, you're immune to fire, so that's why you're excluded in this.
If it's not magical, doesn't it auto snuff?
No.
It's
What?
definitely
Because of Fordrum?
magical. It's definitely magical. It's not a spell,
This is a magical
but it's magical.
Actually,
This is a magical creature. And also, this has nothing to do with all of that. Alrighty. Dex saves. Fordrum. Oh, no. Broska, 22. You are successful. Argon, 17. You fail. Sinclair, 9. You fail. Argon, did you use an advantage?
No, that's the hand. He's just set up for advantage. I just forgot to turn him
Oh.
off.
16. Failed. So Broska is the only one successful as this large beam of fire erupts and encases the entire top of the deck of the hull of the ship. The ship automatically fails all of its dexterity saving throws. However, the ship takes half damage. Everybody else is taking 63 points of fire damage.
except for me.
Half to
I'm going
Broska.
to Tomb
Have
of
to get in for
Levistus
Raging
and take
Broska.
none.
Tomb of Levistus makes you vulnerable to fire when you use that ability, so the 63
Will
turns
kill it.
into 126.
Yes, but I'm also, once I come out, I'm resistant, so whatever's left over.
The damage taken overlaps and stacks. It's the only vulnerability of Tomb of Levistus is fire
Well, I'm
damage.
resistant, and it gives me.
I am fully aware of that. You gain vulnerability when you have Tomb of Levistus. You take all of the damage at once. The extra damage carries over to you when you are vulnerable to it. It's to make the math super consistent and super laid out. It's literally the only vulnerability the ability has.
So how much is it normally? 60.
63.
So 31.
So 100 and
26.
well, yeah. If you just take it, it's 32. 32. If you just take it.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Alrighty.
At this point, Joey, my contingency goes off.
Ooh, it does.
Nobody will really notice anything, I guess, really at this point.
And I
but-
saved.
But now you have to redo it.
Yeah.
I saved on my concentration.
Hell yeah. Also,
Oh
Argon
yeah, concentration.
You don't have advantage on that?
No, but 20 is. Oh wait, you took the full amount,
Yeah.
didn't you? Oh, the DC on that would have been 32.
Yeah, I can't pass that.
Big B's hand is now destroyed. As you're flying on the creature, Fordrum, by yourself, it continues flapping its wings aggressively and will drop below the ship.
Go ahead.
Ah!
Broska. Holy shit, your first big fight.
So is he still within leaping distance?
He is underneath the ship right now. I just don't have a physical way to put him underneath the
Alright.
ship. Or here. This is what I can do, actually.
You could take the rope and swing around underneath.
He is currently there, but underneath the ship.
There is still rope up here.
There's plenty of it.
I'm gonna try to arrow Flynn this shit.
And to be fair, there's currently a javelin stuck inside of him that has 3 of its babies at the end of it.
And the rope
That
is
also
tied
I'm
to you.
holding the rope for. Good
that
thinking.
has a rope.
They would have slid off.
Actually, it would have been incinerated. Yeah, good point. Wait, no. The javelin's magical.
But
right?
it's not barbed. It doesn't have
True,
any.
But scales.
No
but scales.
fletching. No. Well, that's.
You don't know my
I'll
javelins.
allow it. It's fucking cool. I'll allow it. Rule of cool, guys. Come on.
You know what my javelins got.
Sure. Why
They
not?
can be barbed. Anyways, I'm
Pick your
doing
blade.
this.
It could totally be barbed.
Leroy Jenkins!
They're attached to a barb.
I need you to roll me an athletics check for your movement to swing down the rope and not just fall off as you are sliding towards.
Thank God I'm raging.
22. Argon, you missed it, but the creature flew underneath the ship. Broska is just taking the rope that's attached to the javelin in it to go underneath the ship and fly to it. Broska, you successfully swing all the way down. I'm going to say that's all of your movement.
Do I have my attack still?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, glaving it up.
You slam into the neck of the creature where you're able to grab onto the wing. The other wing that Forgerum is not holding on to.
Gonna glaive this up. Oh.
Go for it.
Oh, that shouldn't have been added in.
You have to use one-handed weapons right now.
Ow.
We're still keeping the nat 20, but just switch the weapon.
Yeah. I'll just switch it over to the flame tongue.
Go for it. Yeah. It's, there's cool and then there's reasonable. You know?
Yeah, fair.
Count it as a natural 20. So roll another d8.
And 2d6.
Oh, 4.
Fire
Well,
would
no,
make
it's
a
immune to
difference.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it's immune to fire. So another d8.
No,
So
yeah.
13 plus 4. Hey, it's a good chunk. 13 plus 4 is 17.
Yep. And then I'll
Oh,
one more because I get 2 attacks. That don't do it.
15 will miss. You slam into the ting side of the creature. All done?
Yeah. I'll do it.
All right. Argon, what a day not to prepare
Anything
fire
but
spells.
yeah. All right, I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast. Oh, good.
One moment. What's your passive, Argon?
Not very high. 11.
11. It's not negative. You see the end of the rope that the javelin is attached to that Brosk is currently riding, and it is slowly unraveling, not tied to anything.
I'm going to, I guess, move over here. It won't make a difference because no one's going to see it until I pop up automatically. And then I'm going to burn a 5th level spell to cast Fly, which allows me to do 3 willing creatures, which would be me, Sinclair, and Broska.
Does it say 3 willing creatures you can
It does
see?
not. I double checked it. I will roll it. I will
All
roll
right,
it just so
cool,
you can see it. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it does say in a willing creature within. Actually, it doesn't even give a range.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I have to touch. Never mind.
Right.
God, I didn't see that part.
So you can get you and Sinclair.
So you can downcast it 1 level.
Yeah, 4th level.
Yeah, so I guess I'll do it at 4th, and then I'll point out the rope because I'm not going to be able to stop it. I don't know that rope's tied to anything. But I guess
your
that's my turn.
Sinclair.
My 3 words are let the rope go. I make the rope 1 word. You don't want the dragon attached to a boat? Yeah.
Okay. Sinclair, your turn. Remember, it's underneath the
And
ship.
how far down is the bottom of the ship?
About 30 feet.
So basically, it's 30 feet to get to the side of it where I can attack.
Yes.
Okay.
You have 60 feet fly.
Oh, okay.
So fly 60. Fly 60. Yeah.
Then I will.
Oh, this is a full aerial fight now, guys.
I will get to the opposite side of Broska. So he's on top, I'm underneath, and I'm just going to start stabbing it from below with my katana.
All right, flanking underneath the creature.
So with advantage, it is currently hexed. So I'm just making sure all my little buttons are turned on for this. $19.
19 just barely hits.
We're going to pump us. No, we're going to hold off on that one. Pray for a crit. So it'll take all that's
Not
not
fire.
fire. Yeah.
Yes. So long as it's not fire, you're good.
And then here's the second strike with the katana because I have extra attack.
Yep. Fish that crit. Fish that crit. Aw. Hits, though.
And then I'm going to madden it as my bonus action. There is no save. Here is Maddening Hex.
Use a bonus action to inflict a Maddening Hex upon them and enemy creatures within 5 feet of them. Maddening Hex deals 5 psychic damage to the target and enemies within. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's the one I used in the fight against Jasper.
Nice. The creature's looking harmed. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm underneath him, so he'll probably claw attack me if anything.
Alrighty. Drum.
I slip my hand through the leather tong at the end of Hedge's gavel so I don't drop it. And with my free hand, I'm just going to smack into the body of this thing.
We're
At advantage. Flanking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's flying around to grant flanking and stuff. 23 hits
So
for 9 bonk.
9 points. And then I'm going to hit him again. I want to use the... Nah, forget it. I'm not going to try and push him anywhere because I want to stay on him. So, yeah. Hit him again.
18 just barely misses.
Yeah, well, you hold on to a fucking wing and try and hit a dragon.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm not judging
Thanks,
a little bit, but are done. Alrighty, everybody. Breath attack recharges.
Yep.
Everyone other than Argon is within range. Dex saves everybody other than Argon and.
So he's just going to do it on himself?
Yeah. Why does he care about taking fire damage?
Well, I just didn't think he could maneuver his mouth to where he can blow it on himself.
Long necks.
Yep.
You can just aim directly above him at the ship, and it's a circle radius. This dragon doesn't breathe cones. This dragon. Roska, 21. You are just barely
I'm
successful.
going to roll with
good.
my game
Pulls the
advantage.
wing over himself.
No, I'm still failed.
16 fails.
So mad I don't give a fuck
Alright.
about being burnt twice.
63 points of fire damage.
And down to 16.
And have down to 32 on Sinclair.
Yep.
And the ship also takes half. 32. Wow, man. Good thing you cast that energy protection. Woo! Roska, your turn.
Alrighty, so I have flanking, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Just making sure I'm setting my sheet right.
Jesus Christ. Too bad it's immune to fire.
Yeah. I don't like that.
The other one misses.
Crit and a miss, crit and a miss. What am I doing here?
At least you're consistent.
True.
All done.
Yeah, kind of a one-trick pony.
Alrighty. Argon.
Yeah, is where everyone is on the map indicative of where they're actually at?
Well, Sinclair's like over this area here,
Okay.
but underneath
But well, I just want to know if oh, never mind. No, it's going to be too wide. I can't do that either. I have one damaging spell, but it's a 15-foot wide line, and it will hit everybody.
Do it. Gravitational
The worst that happens
If you can
is the
somehow
characters
angle
we
it so it
can't
only
pay.
hits me, that's probably fine.
Yeah, I'd rather not risk it. All right, I'm gonna pop out on the ship enough to be able to see it.
All right, that'll be 15 feet over,
Okay.
30 feet down. So you're 45 of your 60.
I don't
feet.
think he would want to be in melee range with it.
No,
I just need to be able to
you'd
see
have
it.
to fly back one more. Okay, you can see
Just
it.
put yourself one more block out,
Yeah, yeah.
so you're not in reach.
Diagonals and shit.
And then we'll try Sapping Sting. I really doubt it's going to fail to save, but I don't really have anything else to try. I don't know why it rolled an attack.
That's not enough damage dice either.
Yeah, it's
Con save?
because I rolled it from the spell.
It failed.
Which is
By one.
So it does 3D. So I do another 2d4 damage, and it falls
You
prone.
do.
Which I means that it's just gonna refly up again at the rest of its next turn. But
But that means Braska and
oh,
Fordrum,
God.
the three of you drop 120 feet down to the ground. Well, not to the ground, down. It's not enough to hit the ground, but I do need the two of you to give me strength saving throws. Argan's.
I'm gonna reaction feather fall him.
Ooh,
I'm underneath
it
him though.
Yeah, but
can
like
move.
you can deck save then, Sinclair.
I just want to grab on and just hang on for the
Well,
ride.
if Featherfall hits enough people, I'll Featherfall. You have fly. You're fine.
I'm underneath him. His whole weight just came down on me.
Yeah, but it's only 120 feet. And then stops.
I just want to
Ooh.
grab onto the scales.
I'll Featherfall them in case
We're
they don't
falling.
manage to hold on.
Fordrum, did you have advantage?
No, sorry, I don't. I just
Alright.
haven't turned it off since.
As the creature immediately flips on its back and starts descending downwards too quickly for anybody to react and let go or hold on, the three of you end up getting slammed by the body and weight of this creature, and the two of you are not holding on to it any longer, Fordrum and Braska, and Sinclair, you are knocked with it the 120 feet
That's
down
fine.
underneath its weight.
Yep.
So Braska and Fordrum, you are now free falling, but Featherfall,
And then
which is not concentration.
it is
correct?
not. And I'm going to move down as far as I can
Teamwork.
towards Braska.
Can I ask a question? Featherfall
Yeah.
doesn't enact until you're right near the ground, right? You fall
No.
velocity.
Featherfall is if you are falling and not connected to any surfaces, meaning that's
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
let go or where you were thrown off. It
Okay.
slowly and safely descends you to the ground at a specific movement speed.
I
At
thought
60 feet per round.
I thought it slowed down at the end of its fall. So.
No, it's an immediate.
So you went down 60 feet, but
Yeah.
you
So now you're only 60 feet below the
No,
ship.
I'm with you, Fordrum.
Alrighty. Argan,
That's
That's
it.
Sinclair. You're right up there underneath the neck of this creature that is technically prone in the air.
does that mean I have advantage?
Yeah!
Why not?
Sure. It's weird enough. It's just one of those like badass gladiator
another
scenes where
5
like you're on
psychic.
top of the neck just punching it as it's falling.
Take another 5 psychic. 'cause fuck you.
I
Yep,
really
yep,
did
yep.
not expect that to work.
Me neither, to be fair.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
And
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
that'll hit.
That'll hit.
How hurt does it look? Mm,
Oh, it's getting pretty hurt.
fuck it. I will go ahead and burn a 4th level spell slot when that hits.
Smite.
To deal 35 more slashing damage to it.
Excuse me. Also, I will let you know. Thank you. Wait. Your smite is not slashing.
Yes, it is.
It's the damage type of the weapon, so you can choose between necrotic or slashing.
Oh, yeah. Slashing is fine. It's magical
Okay.
either way.
I'm just letting you know in case there's resistances in the future. This is your first time using the ability. You can choose the smite aspect. Oh, the creature's looking very hurt now.
And I go, I'm going to take you down with me, you little bastard. Just like my friend took down your children. And I say this in Draconic.
Are y'all the good guys here? All right, Fortro.
Are we the baddies?
You descend slowly another 60 feet, which puts you on par with the dragon that you fell 60 feet off.
All right.
before.
So, using my shield or something, can I angle the air to propel me toward the dragon?
Give me an athletics check. Let's find out.
No, it's just strapped to my back,
No.
and I'm not pulling a fucking. I'm not.
Yeah. You start trying to like swim, but like it's not. you're passing by the tail of the dragon. Just
Shoot. Well, I enact my boots of flying, and where is Braska in relation to the dragon?
he's about to fall to be in the same position that you are with it.
Yeah.
He's just slightly slower.
So the question that I have is, I think that I can fly and push Braska into the dragon as I also close with the dragon?
If you would like to use your action to be his backpack of flying, you may try to do so.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
Alrighty, so you fly over Braska as you're slowly falling. You feel the strong, warm arms of Forgem come up under your arms. And like somebody's fanfic
Harpoon the
out there, he
bastard.
just carries you down towards the creature.
Harpoon him.
And I go,
Getting my glaive ready.
I go,
Ishmael.
grab that glaive, brother. and I
Skewer him, Ishmael.
and I go as fast as I can towards the dragon, hoping that we can get into a position so that as it changes course, we can intercept.
Dragon will flip around from its prone position. Ah,
Oh my god, I got the thing back again?
I know.
4 of them?
I know.
That's fine. If he uses it, I'm still not dead.
Yeah, he's gonna use it, and Braska, you're kind of scaring it, flying at it with this glaive, so it's gonna boom, shoot it directly at you, which hits you, Forgem, and Sinclair. Not the ship, and not
Do I
Arkin.
get cover because I'm underneath him?
It goes around corners and surfaces.
Can I make a dexterity because I've got
Goes
Shield
around.
Master to turn my back to it to try and give Braska the
I'd allow you to use the Shield Master to give him
Yeah, 'cause
advantage. Well, here
that
I have
way,
advantage.
if
Yeah.
we could make the save, he should take potentially no damage, but I need to do a
This goes around surfaces and
I know.
areas. It's a radius blast, similar to fire.
yeah,
So
I get it, but
it would go around you, and
I get it. I'm just asking because when you read the description of Shield Master, it says this here. It says that if it allows a dexterity saving a thing damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing your shield between yourself and
Ooh.
someone else.
so okay. So you use your body for
Yeah,
his back and your shield for his
Exactly.
Okay, I like it. Yeah. I'll allow it. 22 is a success. Braska, you get the shield in front of you as you feel like the tips of your hair searing off, but you don't take any of the blast of it. Sinclair, that is a failure, so 63 more.
Or 32.
Well, 32, yeah.
I'm debating whether or not it's worth shielding so I can take less. Because
Shield.
Not shielding, but armor of Agathis. Or not armor, Tomb of Levistus. I just don't know what the math.
Tomb of Levistus, you just free fall to like. You're just free fall.
Well, no, it instantly break is the problem, is the thing. So I'm just thinking how much
Oh.
that damage would be.
63. You gain vulnerability, which supersedes your resistance. So that is 126 damage.
Minus 80.
Take minus 80, puts it up to 40.
Six.
That's more damage
Okay.
than your 32. Yeah. The one downside to Tomb of Levistus is fire
Yeah.
damage. So you take it.
Mhm.
Argan, you watch as another large explosion happens. You have to be a little concerned for everyone except Fordrum in this situation, but somehow Braska comes out unscathed.
I make a really good spin maneuver in midair, and my feet are just flying like crazy, trying to push us.
Hot.
Braska, you have no choice but to be reckless right
No,
here. There's
I'm
nothing
flanking.
more
Like I wasn't
I'm
going
flanking.
to.
I'm flanking.
No, I'm telling him this is the description is reckless. There's no choice in the matter.
This was going to be reckless from inception.
We
Don't
just
act
found
like the
bigger
rules
bait.
have anything to do with this.
We just found bigger food for dinner.
20 hits. 13.
Mhm.
31 hits for another 16. Oh, the creature is looking bloodied as you skewer in with your glaive, twisting it into the chest, and you see this reddish glow pulsing out from another breath that is beginning to take. It is on death's door, and you've almost slayed this beast.
I think it's Argan's turn now.
Argan.
I don't have anything that can hurt it other than 3d4 sapping sting. That's the only spell I have right now that's not fire. I thought we were fighting dream creatures, not fire dragons.
It's actually out of range of sapping sting, anyways.
Yeah, it is. It's only 30 feet for sapping sting. I'm actually I'm gonna have to dash so I can catch up to Forger and Braska. Because at some point I'm gonna have to find a way to make Braska fly.
120 feet down.
Yeah.
But still outside of
Sinclair.
melee range of the dragon.
Superman it.
Yeah, I'm going below them so that I'm past them and out of the range of the next time you roll a 5 on his recharge fire breath.
Sinclair, it's your turn. How do you want to do this? You right now have Braska in its chest as it's flying up towards the ship, holding his glaive, pinning down directly underneath the neck, and you're at its back.
As I
What are
see
you
its
doing?
neck reach around to blow on Braska, I see just that glimmer in between the scales on the back of its neck. I just grab onto his throat and shove my blade into his skull.
You watch as the big flame that was emanating in its chest to get pumped out yet again in this fight fills the body and causes the throat to explode outwards as the creature begins falling down to the ground, plummeting at an incredible speed.
That I am still stuck in this thing's chest cavity.
I'm in his skull.
Ordrum, are you still holding on
Yes.
to Braska? Just
And I go,
you are physically not strong enough to carry a red.
No, I know this.
Let go of the
Challenge
glaive.
accepted.
I start tickling him so he lets go of the glaive and try and pull up.
Oh, I like that
All right.
glaive.
We'll go get it.
You release it to the as the creature keeps going and finally goes through one of the clouds, and a few moments later there's a
Yeah,
We
basically,
did that.
I'm free falling with him, but I still have fly. I'm just gonna circle around, pull the glaive out, and just detach it, and then last second just pop off about 100 feet off the ground. I want to see the impact this thing makes.
Do it again. Do it again.
Let's get the rest of its
Vraska.
babies.
Vraska, how much do you weigh?
Kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Let me see. I weigh not that bad. Only like
Furbolgs
200
are heavy.
pounds. That doesn't seem right.
No way. That would be anorexic.
That doesn't seem
for a
right at
furbolg.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, you're beefy.
Let's say 300. Let's crank that up to.
That's also way too light. How much do furbolgs weigh? Between 240 and 300? Really? That sounds
It's the fur.
weird.
The fur's light.
Yeah, but okay, sure. 300. You are the very peak of furbolg.
Peak
That
perfection.
also sounds right.
Fordrum can carry 300 pounds on top of everything else he has. He's just slower while he does it.
He's
What
a
about on
dwarf.
top of everything else I have?
Yeah. Fordrum, you're at half speed as you're flying with him. Sinclair comes flying back up with the glaive as all of you are trying to keep up with the ship that now begins circling around, and you see from the edge of the side the courtier is looking down. Are all of you alive?
It's dead.
We're fine.
That wasn't my question. Thank you.
I want to do it again.
No, thank you.
Can we land for
No
a
more
second?
javelins. No. You can only land in specific zones.
Can you hold up for a second? I'll be right up.
Yes, we will circle around.
I go down and start lopping off body parts.
There is no way you can dissect this creature in only an hour.
That feels like a challenge.
There's no way you can dissect the creature in only an hour.
Is there anything I can get from it?
Let's just go for the important parts: teeth, claws, eyes. People do anything with eyes?
Whoa, Mr. Furbolg, we did the calculations for how much you can carry.
Yes, it's a fuck ton.
Yeah, and I got like 1,000 pounds to spare.
We just he just flattened himself, so he's basically tenderized.
To be fair, one of those big back scales would make a great shield.
He's tenderized.
Let's get some forearms. I wanted to see if we can make a sword or something.
Actually, no, you cannot carry a red dragon.
What if we chopped off parts?
Can I carry most of a red dragon?
You could carry. Wait, what's your maximum carry?
Like, I think it's like,
maximum.
let me do.
Because it's doubled. It's your strength doubled again. Not your strength squared, like your normal carry. There's a carry weight calculator.
Yep.
1,800, I think.
Strength score multiplied by 15. What is your strength score? Sir?
20.
20 times 15 times 2 times 2. It's 1,200 is your maximum carry. Which means...
Tenderized?
To be fair, we don't want the meat. We just want the skin.
Or a little bit of the meat.
I don't think it's edible.
You can have tail meat.
Try. Cooked weirder.
Be so chewy.
Well, it's tender right now.
I don't think it's going to get much more tender unless we throw it in a fucking blender.
Well, it did just fall, free fall, all the way to the ground.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
ancient weight. Nowhere near an ancient's weight, so... 60,000 pounds is how much a red dragon weighs.
Holy shit.
An adult red dragon.
All right.
That doesn't sound right, but
How much
think
is
you're-
it?
60,000.
Oh, jeez.
You have to consider the creature is like compactly 15 feet from like its chest and torso just 15 feet. Not its tail, its neck, its wings, heavy scales, heavy meat, all of that jazz.
All right.
So I guess technically you could chop it into smaller portions and begin carrying it up, but it would take you the course of multiple hours to bring the carcass up there.
Oh.
Draining the blood out of it would remove at least like
Third.
a third, yeah.
So
20,000 pounds of just blood.
so
And then if we get rid of most of the chest meat, that's a lot of the weight there.
But you need that if you plan on augmenting.
Oh.
You need the majority of the creature.
So we'll ask what's that dude's name?
Courtier?
Courtier. Hey, do you want to spend a little time here and we can harvest this creature, or do we need to get going? It'll take a few hours.
That could be very useful.
We'll help fix the
If
boat.
all of you, you're going to help fix the boat, it's your fault we are dealing with this in the first place.
I feel like it's the
If
dragon's fault.
you, she points at Fordrum, fix the
Yep.
ship, because you've already said you
Yep.
can. You fix it, and you, he points at Braska and Sinclair. You two keep your hands and weaponry and ideas inside of the ship.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't have gone that far.
They're gonna find a way to
And
twist that.
sure,
I don't know if that's entirely safe, but I get what you're going for.
We bring up the dragon piece by
if you
piece.
have another smart idea, you bring it up to me.
We bring him up.
What if I have a
piecemeal
dumb
style.
idea?
Then don't bring it up to anybody and don't do it.
Got it.
But yes, we will wait for a few hours. So, Braska, you will need the assistance of Argon casting Fly on you multiple times.
They're not going to bring the ship down
And
to
probably-
us?
They can't land the ship. It has to stay at least 150 feet in the air because there's no safe landing zone for it. They have specific runic markings in specific areas for the ship.
Yeah.
Could Bigby's hand help expedite this, or no?
Not as much as Fly. Bigby's hand's a short turn.
Yeah. Fly goes for 10 minutes. Bigby's hand only lasts for 1.
Mm.
And it's stronger than Braska, but it doesn't have all the extra carrying capacity rules, so it's not going to be able to carry as much as Braska.
Argon, we're going to need you down here, though, because we need the
I'm right
bag.
here.
Oh, hey. Jeez.
No, I know what we're putting in the hole the first time.
I feel a little shook up. I was riding a dragon.
I saw.
It's
But I
awesome,
wrote it.
right?
I
It was
think I think my portable.
I'm
hole's
so
in the
glad I
hole.
came with you guys. This is the best trip I've ever been on.
I would add. Did we lose Joe? Oh. I would add an extra half hour just because Braska and I keep high-fiving every time we talk about riding a dragon.
Yeah.
Yes. Not once Braska gets down here to the ground, I hand him his glaive and I high five him. We killed the dragon.
Kill the dragon.
Yes,
Same, we
yes.
can't go get rid of the rest of its brood.
Yeah, we got enough meat here.
Well, I just mean like it would prevent catastrophes later, but
I mean, they survived with this one out here until it got this big. I'm sure they'll be fine.
true.
I'm not sure, Fordrum. I'm completely excited about the fact that I have had to move into Corvus's spot as the secondary voice of reason to you and not being the wild one, because now Braska is the wild one. Sinclair was always a loose cannon, but
Right.
you know,
We're fine.
Mm,
all right. Well, I will dump as many spell slots as I need to in Nebraska, I guess.
Hey, Argon, have you ever done a spell and felt a pull toward the ground?
Well, you definitely came to the ground.
I mean, I can manipulate gravity to pull other things to the ground.
Hmm.
That would be the only instance that I know of that would cause something like a gravitic force, which is what it sounds like you're talking
Sorry
about.
Yeah, well, okay. I don't know if it was like that, but okay.
Or maybe something that like increases your weight. Is it something that increased your density or something?
I don't think that's what happened. I feel like, I don't
Did
know.
your stone get heavier?
No, well, I don't know. I take out my stone, about the same, I think.
Yesterday, your stone was light enough that with your two hands you can toss it and catch
Right.
it. Today, it's tossing it is more tiresome.
So yeah, I guess the stone did get heavier. Oof.
Yeah, think of all the cool shit you're gonna make out of this guy.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's going to get heavier every time you use a spell, Fordrum?
Maybe.
Well, you used your magic in the protection of another. I don't know why your god would punish you for that.
Uh,
I'm not sure Fordrum understands exactly enough what's going on to.
might not be punishment, but it might be something else. I don't know.
Good job. Here's some extra weight.
Sure. Let's speaking of, let's carve this thing.
Fuck yeah.
Well, the question becomes, are we going to want to turn it into an augment or armor or what?
Bunch of stuff I think is a good call.
I just know if we turn it into an augment, that's a one and done thing. If we turn it into other stuff, that helps everybody out.
Well, I do like the idea of making it into armor, just for the pure simple fact that that would be rad.
It's dragon.
I want to take
armor.
at least one of these legs and turn it into a big ass sword.
Yeah. Well, we can take the bone and see if we can. I mean, that shouldn't be that hard. That's whittling. You don't even need fire to shape it. I'll have to figure out how to harden it, but
Being that the fire dragon, fire probably wasn't the answer anyways, now that I think about it.
So, it is possible, those of you that understand how to speak Draconic, to utilize the creature and, since it's powerful enough, transform it into specific magical items that are Draconic in nature. Arcana check, everybody proficient in Draconic.
Everybody proficient in Draconic. Got it.
I'm assuming I should have advantage since this is magic item oriented.
I think I know the answer, but does bestial count towards draconic, considering the dragon itself is
No.
okay? I wanted to just make sure.
No, dragon is dragon, not a beast.
I wasn't going to be much help
Bestial,
there anyway.
they're the best boys. It's So, Sinclair, you are aware of dragon scale mail armor. Really good quality armor, but that's really all you can think of. Argon. There's the dragon scale mail. There is the dragon wing bone, the dragon guard, the dragon hide belts, which, depending on the quality of dragon, can be transformed into very high quality belts. There's also the dragon staff that you could create.
Dragon staff.
You could even use its essence to turn into a potion of dragon's majesty, but that one's going to be a lot harder and take a lot longer for you to make. And yeah, that would just about cover it. So you could use the scales to turn it into a dragon scale mail. the wing to turn it into a dragon wing bow. You need both wings for one bow. And portions of its hide to turn into dragon hide belt. And do you need the descriptions of any of these items?
Nah, I know what they are.
What's the dragon staff? You mentioned a dragon staff. And I don't know what a dragon belt is. Do you know what a fat dragon belt is, Forger?
I do, I think.
So, a dragon belt is a magical, uncommon, +1, requires attunement by monks.
Oh,
specifically.
okay.
Right, but you know they're
No, I
valuable
get you.
items that
Yeah.
people buy. This finely detailed belt is made of dragon hide. While wearing it, you gain +1 bonus to all saving throw DCs of your key features. The bonus is determined by the belt's rarity. In addition, you can use an action to regain key points equal to a roll of your martial arts die. You can't use this action again until the next.
Wow, that's a nice item for a bunk.
Yes, and it can go from +1, +2 to a +3.
The bow.
A dragon staff is a magical wizarding staff that gains the properties of the specific dragon that you utilize in order to craft the staff itself. You need the spine of the dragon, the tail of the dragon, and the lungs of the dragon in order to create this staff. It can house incredibly magical and rare properties depending on the rarity of the dragon. What was your roll again? 26?
29.
29. Okay, that actually beats the next threshold of DCs. This could make up to a very rare dragon staff. However, if you did that, you couldn't do anything with the dragon hide or the dragon scale. You could only do a dragon bow and the staff.
I
Could
actually
a
use the
sword
bow.
be fashioned out of its femur? Leg bone?
Yes, and that could be magical, but it's not a draconic
Yeah.
themed magical thing. I mean, draconic, yeah, it's the dragon sword +1 magical sword,
Yeah.
whatever you do with it, you know. But these are specific magical items that can only be crafted if you have a dragon.
There's the bow right there.
Mhm.
The bow would actually be better than the whip that I have right now. It'd give me better range, and I don't have to worry about ammo with it.
Now, keep in mind, it will take you a long process to make these magical items as well.
I have a quick question. If I
Yes.
go to check on my javelin that was still in the dragon's also chest, are any of the babies still attached?
No.
They got pulverized. I'm pretty sure when Mama landed on them, they got squished out of existence. Daddy, sorry. Oh, God.
Oh, so there's still a mama around here?
She don't leave the nest, I don't think.
No, that's not how dragons work. The male in the partnership of dragons is usually the one that oversees the eggs to ensure they're hatching, while the female just continues going about wherever she pleases. Because traditionally speaking, dragons, females, are far more powerful and dangerous than the males are.
Morgan, do you think you could use a staff?
I could certainly use it. It depends what else anybody else wants. I don't want to, claim all that part if somebody's got use for the armor or. Well, I guess we don't need the belt.
No.
We don't need the belt. The armor could help, but not as much as the staff would.
Yeah.
If that's something that you would like, we could try and make it. And you said we can't harvest the skin if we harvest the tail, lungs, and whatever for the staff.
The strongest portion of the scales are the spine.
And the wings are
You would
needed for the
use.
bow, and you need both, right?
Yep.
Well, no. It's no. If you go with the staff, you can also make the dragon bow, but that would be it. If you go with the scale armor, you can make dragon scale mail, or 2 dragon scale mails, or 1 with the bow as well, or 1 dragon scale mail, 1 dragon hide belt, and the bow. Like, there's a lot of resources.
I feel like staff and bow is probably the better utility-wise, or if we just mean to sell shit, then I feel like we'd get more that way out of the scale mails.
Mm.
Yeah, money's not really a problem though. We've got plenty of money.
I know. I'm just pointing it out there.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I just like
With him
the
being
look
as
of
far
this.
out as he was,
What were you saying, Fordrum? Sinclair.
I just like the look of this scales. But that's okay. We totally can harvest the stuff, and let's make you a staff, and let's make a bow, and whoever wants the bow can take it. This bow will be really big. Or it could be made really big. Fordham just looks at Broska, thinks about how long his draw would be, and goes, Yeah.
you need both wings for the bow, right?
You realize how
Yes.
big those are?
Yes.
Right. But it's the bone, so
Each wing has to be like 40 feet long.
since the wings have multiple bones, could we make multiple bows or no? Just the one.
No, you could only make 1 bow out of a pair of
Right.
wings.
I'm in. If this is what we want to do, I think the bow and the staff are the best call.
I'm in.
Rest of the party?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, both of these are rare magical items. You've already started on your one project, which you can put on hold or complete during this task, and just work on these 2 in your own free time whenever you
Yeah.
can. You know, hey, you have 1 day of downtime. What would you like to do? I'm working on the bow. Let me get my DMD.
It's gonna be like, these take a year.
No, it's
But
not
6 months for
At least 6 months.
Well, it should be less because you have the crafting feat, right?
It is.
Maybe by making stuff, it might give you a premonition of what maybe the stone might want to become.
Maybe.
127. What I just said.
127.
Thank you. And to clarify, you do have access to a 6th level spell slot.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. 24 days of downtime, unless it is Fordrum who has the spell slot to craft the item, which I don't think you have 6 levels.
Nope.
Fordrum. Okay. So it would have to be Argon crafting the item. 24 days of downtime is what it would cost. Fordrum would be 12.
And that's for which item?
Either.
Okay.
You need 24 per. These are 8-hour days dedicated to crafting it. When you start, you can just keep making it.
I can't do the construction and he does the magic? Like we've done in the past?
I'd allow it, and I would trim down,
A
I'd
third.
say... That sounds
So
weird.
18 days
Yeah.
if we both
So
work
like
on it.
18 days, yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be 18 days with both of you working
Okay.
8-hour days.
So I'll write that down for them, and then we'll tackle that once we're done with the next time we have downtime after we finish the
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you guys are going to be journeying a lot too. So if you set yourselves up to
Yeah.
have downtime where
Yeah.
like, this situation, you can utilize that. So want to make sure you're
We
prepared
can
for
make the
this.
bag and then store the parts in the hole. And then the hole will be basically occupied until we make these 2 items.
And you said it could make up to the very rare staff?
It could make up to a very rare dragon staff. Oh wait. Rare was 24 days, knocked down to 18. Very rare is 6
Oh,
months.
jeez.
So 144 days. Knock off a third. So 96 days.
Okay. 96 days.
So
of both of you working together. Please
I
wait
will.
that down on your sheet.
yeah.
So I
I've got
don't
it
have
also
to-
written
I
down.
hate opening up my
No,
DMG.
I'll write it down.
That thing gains dust. I'm like, I'm above it. You
Yeah,
know,
no.
like
So 24 days to make the bow, 96 days to make the staff.
18 days for the bow.
18 for the bow.
thank you. Yes. 98 for the staff. Or you could use the staff to make a slightly worse quality, a rare one, which would also be 18 days.
No.
Now keep in mind, magical items are exponentially more tiresome to craft.
18 and 94.
90.
Was it 94, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the point, and we might as well wait until we have time to make the big one rather than eke out the small one, don't you think, Fordra?
Yeah, I'm just excited to make it. So, yes, we can make it now after we get done with this whole deal
Yeah.
here.
Finish the trip to where we're going, making the hole that's going to hold these things. And then when we get more downtime, make the others.
Is there an opportunity to take any teeth or something like that as a
Yeah. You're not using the teeth in either of these constructions, so you can just do whatever you want with them.
All right.
Dragon teeth are worth adult dragon teeth are worth 25 GP each.
Yeah, but this guy's older than that, right?
No, he's just an
Oh,
adult.
Is it how much gold pieces?
25 GP each for teeth.
Or Braska could have a dragon tooth necklace.
Want.
Joey, there is a necklace of the dragon in Fizbin. I can pull the name up for you if you need me to.
Yeah, I do need a name because I looked up dragon. I didn't see it. And I just looked up necklace. Or is it amulet of the dragon?
Give me a second. I've got the actual Fizbin book.
Amulet.
It is a scaled ornament. The slumbering version grants a quirk and advantage against charm and frighten. A stirring gives a +1 AC and immunity to charm and frighten.
I'd say the slum. Ooh, actually,
There's awakening and ascendant. It depends on the quality of dragon.
Yeah, no. If you want to do the other two, you could also make a slumbering scaled ornament. Thank you.
Yeah. We would have to find its hoard to upgrade it from slumbering.
You have advantage on saving throws you make to avoid being charmed or frightened, or to end those conditions on you. Does require attunement. But yeah,
And then you can roll a D8 for the quirk.
Damn.
I see. nothing about that,
hoard
but
items,
This is fine. This
but
is
yeah.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think the normal just advantage on saves is pretty fucking good.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah,
we're not Fizzbins, and Fizzbins is designed for
Yeah.
Fizzbins. You know, not
not being charmed or frightened is a big thing for a barbarian.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a barbarian scared of what he's
Or charmed to kill the rest of his party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Hey!
go not well for you guys.
You guys can totally 3v1 Braska.
Are you sure about
2v1.
that? Maybe if we banished him.
You have Argon. You have
Yeah.
Argon.
Yeah.
As long as I don't actually get next to Argon, you guys are probably fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah, just don't let the barbarian touch the
Yeah.
lizard.
If I get to Argon,
it gets iffy at that point.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, if you would like to make the scaled ornament, the slumbering scaled ornament as well, you could add that into the list. That's something that would take 14 days of downtime to
Okay.
construct.
I'll write that down too.
Down to 10.
Okay.
Or sorry, 10 days is all it costs. If the two of you work on it together, 7.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well then, you all get back onto the boat. Courtier will look at all of you, shaking their damn head at you. Very upset. But with a newfound level of respect for your party.
I'm literally
You know,
covered in dragon blood, matted in my beard.
I just
Likewise.
hit you with a cleansing stone.
It's not like any scenario you guys have ever seen of me before, because normally I'm pretty clean when I work. But Fordham's just gotten in there, ripped the spine out, and he's a freaking mess.
Argon is rotating between complaining about the fact that he only memorized fire spells today and talking about dragon staffs. Those are the two things he's currently talking about. All the days to only learn fire spells.
If we're going to be fighting elementals, you might want to think about the spells you carry.
Well, I didn't realize when we started today that it was going to be elementals. The last time we talked, it was the World of Dreams. So I didn't think fire resistance was going to be part of it.
Dreams into the element.
Yeah,
And
I understand
to
that
be
now.
fair,
We didn't ask.
the dragon is your fault.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct on both stances.
I feel like the dragon could have also just, not.
I feel like the dragon had no reason to hunt us down until you skewered their children on a kebab.
I would like to just add,
Yeah,
I
but
get
he
on my
had like
knees
80
and just
more.
bow and go, I apologize.
Yeah, Forge.
I would just sort of point over at Braska. Not really. When he says, your fault, I just go,
Actually, it'd be my
I'm pointing at
fault.
St. Clair, yeah.
Because I came up with the idea of fishing.
For now
No
on,
fishing.
for the rest of this journey, you stay towards the helm of the ship, points at Sinclair, and you stay by the back, points at Braska.
Thank you for actually telling me where it is, because I don't know what helm is.
It's... You see, despite their annoyance, there is that level of these motherfuckers. How? Like,
We killed a legendary gator, and then we killed an adult red dragon. We've been to Islecross and survived, and he's like, fuck, they are crazy enough to do this.
the back is called the aft.
on
I learned that on a ship.
And on that note, everybody, I think that is where we're going to be calling the session here today. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. That was a blast. When we show up next week, you get to see the portal.
Yeah.
Portal,
See you all next time, everybody. Goodbye.